So, we are going to go over the problems for day A on your AZMerit Practice. The first question is, a system of equations is shown. 2x minus y equals 15 and y equals 9. What is the value of x in the solution to the system? So, one way that you can do it is, I already know what y is. Y equals 9. So, I already know that my y for x and y is already 9. So, all I need to do is figure out what x is. What's going to happen is, I'm going to take this 9 and plug it into my y, because y is a placeholder. I already know what y is, it's 9, so I'm going to place it in there. So I'm going to have 2x minus 9 equals 15. So I know that this is saying 2x minus 9, because this is an invisible 1, so a negative 1 times a positive 9 is negative 9 equals 15. So I need to get x by itself in order to solve for it. So I need to subtract the 9, or sorry, add the 9 because it is subtraction. So 15 plus 9 is 24. These 9's cancel, and all I'm left with is 2x. The last thing I need to do is, x is still not by itself because 2 is attached to it. When these two are next to each other, it means multiplication, so the opposite is division. So I'm going to divide. So these two cancel. I'm left with x equals 24 divided by 2 is 12. So what is the value of x? X equals 12. If I was going to write it for a point, it would be 12, 9. Okay. For the second one, it says a system of linear equations has no solution. One of the equations of the system is shown. Which equation could be the other equation of the system? So I know that this, I can graph it. So I'm going to get out my trusty graph paper. I'm going to draw my lines. Okay. I know that the equation is 2x minus 1. So I know that my slope is 2 because it's attached to the x, or the variable, and my y-intercept is going to be negative 1. So at 0, negative 1, I'm going to put a dot. The slope tells me I need to go up 2 and over 1, so I'm going to go up 2 and over 1. All the way to my edge of my graph. And since I need to know the rest of the graph, I'm going to go down 2, which is the opposite, and over 1. All the way to the edge of the graph. I'm going to take my ruler, and I'm going to draw that. So the next thing I need to do is establish which equation has no solution. No solution, remember, it means that they're not going to hit each other. They're parallel to each other. So I'm going to take a different marker. You can use the same one as if you'd like. For this, I'm going to use a different color. So I know that the slope for this one is negative 1/2, and my y-intercept is 1. So I'm going to put a dot at 1, and I'm going to go down 1 over 2. And if I go the opposite way, I'm going to go up 1 and over 2. Take my marker and cross it. Obviously, these intersect at some point, so this is not an option. I can cross it out. Now, on the AZMerit test, it will have a strike through button, so it'll allow you to click which one you want to strike through to eliminate and process which answer you think it is. Now, if I move on to the next one, my slope is negative 2, and my y-intercept is negative 1. Well, look, I already know, look, these two are the y-intercepts, so I know they're going to intersect here. So that means that is a 1 solution, but I'm looking for no solution. So let's move on to the next one. I'm going to have my slope as positive 1/2. and my y-intercept is 2. So I'm going to put a dot at 0, 2. I'm going to go up 1 over 1, or sorry, up 1 over 2. Look, they intersect, okay? So up 1 over 2, then I'm going to go down 1 over 2. Now you're thinking, okay, now it has to definitely be B, or D. Well, what if I graphed these wrong? How would I know? I have to graph all of them. Okay, so I'm going to strike through that one just for now. The last one, I'm going to use orange. It is a positive 2 for the slope, and my y-intercept is 2. So that means I am going to start at positive 2, and I'm going to go up 2 and over 1. And then the opposite way, down 2 over 1. So look, my original line was the pencil one. If I graphed both of these, look, they're parallel, meaning that they're never going to intersect, which means no solution. It's never going to hit. There's no solution. There's not infinite many or 1. So I know that my answer is D. And I have to explain why I chose it. Well, look, all the other ones intersected, right? All the other lines intersected our main line. So D was the only one that did not hit our line. Okay? So another thing you can look at, look, when it's no solution, the slopes are the same. But the y-intercepts have to be different. Because look, these were kind of the same, but the y-intercept was the same. So same slope for no solution. Now, get ready to try Z for tomorrow. I know that you guys are capable of doing it, and I know that you guys will rock an 80 and above. Remember to focus, take deep breaths. Remember, do not give up, okay? Just because it might look hard, it means, it's not super hard. Okay? I know this might look confusing, but I know and believe in all of you. So, let's get ready for the next one.